be looking at how to use the spot heal and the healing brush in Photoshop. Now both of these brushes are designed to fix up blemishes or to remove areas of a screen, most commonly used in touching up faces such as acne and spots and so on. You can see that I've got a photo here which is bullet holes from Bonnie and Clyde's car, which is a public domain image. What we're going to do today is look at the two tools to show you how you can fix up this image. Now your spot healing and your healing brush are over here on the left hand side. So we'll start off with the spot healing brush. There are three options that you can select from: proximity max, proximity match, create texture, and content aware. Now to create texture, what it does is it tries to get a color based on what you're selecting and blend it into the image. So we've got like a cream color here. As I paint over it, you can see it's blending in a cream-like image. Before starting, I recommend that you create a new layer. So the way you do this is you go layer, new, layer, okay, and then you need to make sure that sample all layers are selected. The reason why I suggest that you select a new layer is that if you make any mistakes, it's not permanently attached to the background of the image, and also very useful when you're dealing with smart objects. There are three types of spot healing tool options. The first one we'll go through is create texture. What this does is it selects a color based on the pixels around it. So this one's a cream, and it will try to blend that with the image here. Now this option I don't use very often, but it is very useful if you're dealing with like a flat color, such as maybe skin on a face. So we undo that. The next option is called content aware. Now this one here has many options on the side here: normal, replace, lighten, darken. I'd leave it as normal. And what it does is it looks at the overall image and the area that you're dealing with, and it tries to work out what pixels to replace with. Okay, so if I go over this stain here, make sure it's nice little brushes, you can see that I'm slowly removing that stain. Okay, so this one is very useful when removing large objects from the screen, such as a bullet hole. You can also adjust the thickness of the size too. Just be mindful, the bigger the size you make it, the more pixels it will sample from. See here, remove these blemishes. Okay, and then the last option is called proximity match. And what it does is it selects the pixels directly around the cursor and will try to match those. This option is probably the option I use the most because it's most accurate. When you can see here, I'm easily removing those blemishes on the image there. Okay, so spot healing tool is really great for when you're removing blemishes from an image. Another really good tool to use if you hold down the left click is the healing brush. Okay, so with the healing brush, what you do is you hold Alt to select the color sample you want. So let's click the cream, and then we just paint over it, and then using the software inside the package, you can see it kind of paints over it based around it. So it's really important that you take regular samples, otherwise you'll have that problem that I had there. This tool is really great for when you're dealing with uniform colors, so yet again with face correction and so on. So my advice is use the spot healing brush, and the proximity match is probably the better one to use. And then all you do is you just paint over it and remove any blemish you want to. So my advice is using the photo available in this tutorial is to try to remove all the bullet holes from this image, or as many as you feel like to, and try to remove as many blemishes as possible. Thank you for watching this tutorial.